Hi, I'm Laura Bird and I'm a senior fiction book designer at Penguin Random House. I'm here today to give you some tips on designing your book cover for the Project Remix competition. My first tip for designing a book cover would be to choose something that you're very passionate about, and that's the best way of getting a really lovely cover and something that appeals to the reader. Try not to copy other people's covers, take inspiration from covers that are in the shops, but try to come up with your own solution, something that's really innovative. Read and research your title, think about textures, think about colours, think about what's appealing to the reader, think about also when and what part of history that the book was set in, and what kind of era, maybe flappers in the 1920s. And then choose your type and images accordingly. Don't worry if you think that you can't draw. Sometimes it's better to try other ways of being creative. Try your own photo shoots, think about typography, look online for images, and then create your concepts that way. Remember, design and being creative is fun. Always keep it fun and always keep your ideas flowing. There are two types of covers that I generally work on, one being illustrative and one being photographic. In this case with Love Hurts, which is a teen anthology fronted by Mallory Blackman, we decided to go the illustrative route. And I knew the perfect illustrator to use for this. Her name's Lisa Horton. When looking at original concepts, I looked at paper hearts, origami, anything to do with paper hearts really. And then sort of discussing it with Lisa, we decided on the route to take. We also looked at using paper cutout artists such as Rob Ryan and different people that could do that kind of design. After talking to Lisa about the concept and what we wanted to do with the cover, I made it quite clear that we had to sort of make sure Mallory's name stood out, as well as Love Hurts, the title, and also all of the contributors. There were over 20 of them, so that was the big thing to overcome. Within a couple of days, Lisa sent in examples. She sent in 3 different covers, and she also sent in 3 different colourways for those covers. We then chose which ones we preferred, mainly with my art director and the rest of the team. From these covers, we decided that the best cover was the washing line idea, and we decided that this would be the best approach. So we then took it to covers, which is a meeting we have where marketing, publicity, sales, and of course editorial all get involved and say what they like about the cover, whether it's working, whether it isn't working. So once the cover had been to the covers meeting, we all decided that we loved this approach, but we also wanted to change the washing line to almost angle the lines a different way. So we had them running vertically as opposed to horizontally. We also decided we wanted to add some bows. So instead of having pegs as the washing line, we had bows instead. So the other thing that we did was make the hearts, 2 of the hearts black, and we also made a crack in one of the hearts to give it a bit of an edge. And then once that cover was approved, which was quite soon, within about a week, we then realised that there were certain elements that looked similar to another cover, so we decided to change the bows and only use them slightly on the title and change them to arrows, which made the arrows look like they were piercing each heart, which worked really well with the Love Hurts title. The only other thing that happened finally was that with the thumbnail, usually on the internet you have to have, your image has to read out whether it's like sort of this big or this big. So we decided to make the strapline 70% black and Mallory's name black as well, which then worked really well. And here's the final cover. Thanks for listening. Good luck with your entries and have a fantastic time designing your covers.